Hey, how's it going, guys? Welcome back to some VGC. So today we are finally featuring a Mewtwo team. As you can see, it looks very similar to the Zacian team I made at the very start of the season. Basically, I went with the philosophy of, for Mewtwo, it's definitely probably the weakest of the legendaries that are legal currently, so I think to surround it with Pokemon that can A, protect it, or B, are just generally very good Pokemon, we can certainly try and make Mewtwo work here. As you can see, it is a Life Orb, Expanding Force, Hurricane, Flamethrower set. I found Flamethrower to be very useful for things like Kartana, as well as Celesteela. It's basically the really powerful steel types. And then we also have the Moltres, which is now Weakness Policy instead of Life Orb. The Landorus is still Assault Vested. The Clefairy, instead of having After You, now just has Protect. We are using the same Cobra Berry and Mungus set that I actually personally prefer, with double attack plus Rage Powder plus Spore. And then we also have a Magnet Regieleki. I really enjoyed using Regieleki when I was using it in the Xerneas team. So yeah, the rental code is there. I'll also paste the rental code down in the description. If you do use the team, let me know. Let me know what you think of it. I will try and get a few episodes out with this team, unless it sucks, in which case, we'll just forget this ever existed. No, I'm kidding. It should be fine. I have not played any test games with it. Although I was testing it a lot on Showdown, just like different variations. I tried like a Colossal team, a Sand team, just a lot of different cores, and I just sort of went with, I just couldn't find a core that I liked that also paired well with Mewtwo. Like I tried like an Indeedee set, I tried a Weakness Policy set with like Shadow Sneak on certain things. You could certainly use like say a Sableye with Shadow Sneak to also support it. Yeah, and also like you get running stuff like Solgaleo where max flare from a Mewtwo does like really good damage. Okay. So we do have a Togekiss which has Redirect support, a Porygon 2 which in general is just a tough Pokemon to beat, as well as Regieleki, Incineroar, Tapu Fini, and Solgaleo. So I think a Lecky lead here is actually really decent. Moltres is also very, very good here. Could lead a Lecky plus a Mungus potentially. It sort of stops like a Trick Room setup going off immediately to a certain degree. Unless they switch in the Fini. That's fine. I'll bring the Moltres and the Mewtwo in the back. Even though Landorus is like 100% better here. Actually, let's draw. Let's just leave those two, bring Landorus. Alright, we're going no support, we're going full offensive. And praying to God they don't go the Trick Room route. Which is the best way to play. Just hope your opponent doesn't do the thing that wins on the game. But that's how we play Mewtwo, baby. Hope for misplayers. I sort of said this to a friend of mine, where Mewtwo is kind of Pokemon where they can, like they're banning the restricted Pokemon again for Series 9. They could legitimately keep Mewtwo in the format, and it wouldn't do anything. Like, I don't want to say it wouldn't do anything, but like, there is so much to counter that Pokemon, and it just didn't age well enough. I didn't get enough boosts as the formats went along. Maybe if it had like a G-Max form or something, or a different hidden ability, but yeah, here we are. Alright. I am going to... Don't know. Who do you fake out here? A Lecky? You could just Snarl too, that's an option. I think Volt Switch on the Incineroar and Nasty Plot is fine. I think. They can also Yawn the Moltres. That's a solid 50%. Let's just go Landorus. We can get an Intimidate onto the Incineroar. I'm assuming it's Yawn coming out from the Togekiss. The reason I didn't Volt Switch on the Togekiss, in case you're wondering, is because some sets are Weakness Policy, so I didn't want them to say Dynamax a Togekiss, get hit by a Volt Switch, get Weakness Policy, then I get swept by a Togekiss. And it is just Yawn, okay. Again, that was the more likely option. Alright, They didn't have a Zoroark in the back or something, did they? No? Okay, very good. Whatever you say, boss. I'm just gonna EQ. Problem is I have nothing to EQ into, which makes this a super awkward play. This is a full strength EQ too. I really don't want to go to sleep. Damn, man. Because they can just click follow me here. The question is whether they do or not. They might even have protect, actually. I'm gonna rock slide and switch. And just bring out the Mewtwo. Let's go Lucky. Yeah. We'll keep the Mewtwo as a surprise in the back. They'll never expect it. The switch here is so obvious, but Landorus should outspeed everything. Or not. Okay. Very good. Solid 50% there onto the Togekiss. Now we actually do have an option to Dynamax the Alecki here and set up Electric Terrain. The question is whether if our opponent has max... What would you do here if you're my opponent? They're definitely weakness policy on the Solgaleo. I could... Oh, man. I really just want to EQ and switch. Because I think they Steel Spike the Landorus. How do they activate their own policy? Okay, wait. I'm gonna sack the Moltres here. Or the Landorus, one of the two. Togekiss being faster than my Landorus is really annoying, which it means they're timid max speed. Yeah. The question was whether they go for a third Yawn. Because I also, again, as I was saying, I had the option to Dynamax the Alecki, go for Max Lightning. It sets up Electric Terrain so I can't be put to sleep. But the question is whether the Solgaleo has a Psychic move. So if they have Photon Geyser, and then they also read into that and go for Max Psychic into the Landorus slot, then Alecki goes to sleep. And then I'm Dynamaxed with a sleeping Pokemon. Yeah, so as I said, sack the Moltres. It is what it is. They didn't read into the Max Lightning. Crit doesn't matter. Like, it's a Solgaleo. That's hurting, obviously. Interesting they didn't go for the... that Rocks I didn't do as much as I was hoping it would. Okay. Now what? I was really hoping that would KO the Togekiss. I guess the first Rock Slide was a low damage roll. I really want to check something real quick. Hang on. I'm pressing all the wrong buttons. I didn't think Solgaleo was that fast. Maybe I must be thinking of Duskmane. Anyway. Very weird. Okay. Who do you attack here if you're the Solgaleo? Landorus? But you're faster than me, which is also a problem. Oh boy. I think and I don't know if I got that movie in time. I couldn't really think about what I was trying to do though. It is Helping Hand. Alright, I think Alecki's our win con. Unless, would you really like... I guess you would max Steel Spike the Alecki. Yeah, I didn't want to sack the Mewtwo here. The Volt Switch was a bad idea. I should have Electro Webbed. So that's a misplay on my part. Oh well. Max Flare. Do I live this? Ooh, Mewtwo out here living. That's my boy. What fire move? Flame Charge? Yeah, Rock Slide. Not activating weakness policy. Tapu Fini? Interesting. Okay. Okay. So we definitely need the Alecki in the back. We Rock Slide this turn. I'm so tempted to max. But I really want to max the Alecki. This is going to do nothing, that's the problem. And then if they correctly target the... Because they could Moonblast into Mewtwo and... Max Steel Spike the Landorus. There's really not much I can do about it. I gotta hope that Life Orb Flamethrower does a lot. I just don't want to waste my max. Oh, that's such good damage. Like, as I said, I knew it was weakness policy, I just really needed damage on it, and I gotta hope that they incorrectly target the Mewtwo here with the Solgaleo. Which they do. And we gotta hope that Landorus is faster than a freaking Tapu Fini, because everything they've had has been max speed. And don't get me wrong, Solgaleo has +2 defense, all that jazz. Tapu Fini now has +1 Spadef. Oh my god, dude. Why are they all max speed? Like, I don't get it. Okie dokie. I did less than I was hoping it would do, but that's fine. Alright. Okay. Okay. Surely. Okay, we max Lightning into the Solgaleo, so it should kill it through or protect, even through Light Screen and a +1 Spadef. And Rock Slide, like, I can't see the Tapu Fini being able to KO the Regieleki. Let's see. Because with Sun up too, like, them setting up Sun kind of helps us in the end game here. Unless they crit, which I sincerely hope they don't. Let's see. My god. Okay, that's fine. It means Rock Slide won't do anything, even if it's single target, quote unquote. It's... Their play there makes sense, because it stops me from Electro Webbing and then Earthquaking. To try and get the KO. But... yeah. Nature's Madness... Okay. So, Nature's Madness is a move... WYCT blocks it, that's fine. Is a move that brings you down to half your health. Because of how the Dynamax mechanic works, it just takes off a quarter of your health. So I'm gonna... you know... just absolutely give it to him. Yeah. So that was a good game. As I said, like, I think that one turn where I ran out of time, I just didn't think about my play properly, but it worked out for us because Mewtwo, the absolute unit, lived that max flare. Congratulations on winning in the highest rank. Hooray! It's because I'm using a new team. It gives them all ribbons. Well, mostly new. But yeah, now Mewtwo has a Master Ball ranked ribbon. But yeah, as you can sort of see, like, as I was saying at the start of the episode, where I found Flamethrower to be so useful in Mewtwo, it's exactly that reason. That just did over 50% to a Dynamax Solgaleo. Like, that is... and no, Sun was up, I get it. But, straight up, that won us the game. Like, Mewtwo came in clutch in that game. Okay, what do we got? Good. So, there is no Veltal, there is a Grimmsnarl, there is a Dusclops. So this is another Trick Room team. I don't think in this game I can ignore the fact that Trick Room exists. Like, let's be real, Moltres is extremely good here because of the Dusclops. Sakataka can also do Trick Room. Do Trick Room things, I should say. They have potential for Rage Powder on the Amoonguss. I also have to put safety goggles in this thing. Might be something for the future. From memory... Earthquake into Fiery Wrath does not KO an Amoonguss. And with Rillaboom being a thing for fake outs, that makes things a bit annoying. Let's see. Actually, I can just lead Amoonguss, right? Yeah, we can lead Moltres and Amoonguss. Landorus is very good. And we bring the Alecki just to try and deal with the Yveltal. So unfortunately this is a game where we don't bring Mewtwo. I just can't see it being able to provide enough to the team in this particular game, unfortunately. Man, it feels like every time I try and feature a Pokemon, we just get the worst matchups for it. But, you know, the joke there being that every Legendary is a bad matchup for Mewtwo. They let double Trick Room. Interesting. So first I find out on Policy and Koba. Alright, I'm going to Spore the Dusclops slot, and I'm going to Fiery Wrath. The Spore into the Dusclops is to cover for in case it wants to go for Trick Room. It also covers for an ally switch into Sack Attacker Trick Rooming. And Fiery Wrath is to also give us a potential flinch chance. So I'm trying to give myself the best possible option. Sack Attacker could also have Wide Guard technically, if it wants to stop it. I just think this is my best chance to stop Trick Room going up. I wasn't expecting the switch. I ain't even gonna lie to you. So they range that hard. Alright, fair enough. And they am maxing? No, okay. It just took a long time to load. I was like, what the hell? Yo, that's solid damage, but... Spore, they are Trick Rooming. They flinch? No. Never lucky. No. I mean, Trick Room going up is not ideal, obviously. But we have an Amoonguss under Trick Room. So... like, what else do you... I guess you have Fake Out, right? So you could be Fake Out, Rillaboom... okay. Fake Out Rilla. I'm gonna make a hard-ass read here. See how this goes. Because that Fiery Wrath did a lot more to that Sack Attack than I expected it to. So I feel like it's Policy. They're gonna max the Stack Attacker, fake out the Landorus slot, and probably Steel Spike into it as well, I would imagine. The reason I switched out Amoonguss is because I didn't think it lived 2. They could also Rockfall the Moltres, but if they do, it'll activate a Policy, because they should live a -1 Rockfall. And if they make that play, I should KO Stack Attacker, I think. Because I should be put into Berserk range as well. So I think all round this is my best play. Alright, let's see. Actually, glided. They didn't fake out. Did they not respect the Spore at all? No, okay, they did. Kind of, but not really. Why would you glide the Moltres? I'm so confused. Oh, because Sand is up, right. I was like, why did that do nothing? But because Sand is up, it gets a Spidef boost. That's fine. Okay. So that's a slow Rillaboom, but that's to be expected. Grassy Terrain recovery for them, but not me. I mean, I'm just going to max Darkness here again. And switch back out into Amoonguss. Want to conserve Landorus for the late game. Rillaboom switches out. into their own Amoongus. So now we play the Amoongus game, which nobody likes. Steel Spike the Amoongus slot, probably, yeah. Okay, I did less than half, that's really, really good. Okay, they get defense boost. I was tempted to airstream the Rillaboom slot, but it's fine. So one more Max Darkness will KO, but we need to respect the Spore. So the question is whether they expect me to just go for Max Guard or not. Okay, so they get recovery. So they're min speed 2, which is good to know. Because my Amoongus is 0 IV min speed, so we've just speed tied there. Okay. Could go Landorus. So we know for sure, obviously they have the Amoongus, the Dusclops, and the Stack Attacker, so they went all in on, and Rillaboom, so we know their entire team. So how important is Landorus in this game now? Let's see. I wonder if they're safety goggles. Steel Spike. Okay. So I'm assuming they're going for Spore on the Moltres. It is safety goggles. Alright, very good. The things you learn. So I could have max guarded, but it didn't exactly achieve me much, I don't think. I don't think so. Alright, we live the Sandstorm, which is nice. Them slowly we're getting recovery is a bit annoying, but... So I wasn't sure if they were policy or goggles. Yeah. The joys are best of one. I just thought that, like, I don't know, it's weird. My opponent's been playing this very well, because I feel like I've made some pretty unconventional plays, but anyway. We'll just fire a Wrath here and switch out. I think that's fine. Yeah, we're going to Landorus. So there should be two. This should be the second last turn of Trick Room. There should be one more after this. If I'm my opponent, I Rock Slide and Spore into the Amoongus slot. They do connect the Rock Slide. It's -2. You'll activate Berserk and a Policy. Okay. Hey, clear Smog Moltres. Wow. My opponent's been, like, it's... I'm not streaming, it feels like I'm getting stream sniped. It's ridiculous. Okay. Hey, no more Trick Room, that's good. Okay. So, there's Rillaboom in the back. It's a pretty easy switch to switch out Stack into Rilla. We literally just have to hope for a first time wake up, I think, and you just Spore the Landorus slot. Although I could just easily switch in my own Amoongus back. Go for EQ, or I could just go for a Rock Slide. I'm gonna Rock Slide. Try and get lucky. This is my get lucky turn. Oh, we got lucky. Okay. Oh, I Rock Slide. I thought I Earthquake. No. I'm an idiot. I was going to flinch on the stack. Bad Earthquake there. Damn it! And they just Trick Room again, dude. Come on. That thing got through a Fire Wrath flinch and a Rock Slide flinch. This is so depressing. This is so depressing. Protect this turn. We are just gonna switch into a Moongus. Okay. God bless me. If I had Earthquake though. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. It is what it is. Body Press does a lot. Okay, Thermaton's Trick Room. I mean, they just body press the Amoonguss slot again, right? Or they Rock Slide. But I assume they body press. Yeah. One of those things where not having protected Amoonguss is a bit annoying now, but that's fine. Give it a Beast Boost in defense. Which is a bit annoying. Go Moltres. Two more turns of Trick Room. That's equally annoying. So they just body press the Landorus, right? I kind of have to sack the Landorus here. And I think I have to get a double with the Moltres. Okay. Yeah, the biggest mistake here was letting them get Trick Room up twice. Yeah, you just body press the Landorus, nothing I can do about it. I get another Beast Boost. I didn't really plan for the Amoonguss well enough, I don't think. Or utilize my Amoonguss well enough. Okay, go here. So now if you're my opponent, you Spore a Lecky and body press the Moltres. So we protect the Lecky and we have to get a double with the Moltres. So we're gonna pray. Man, I swear to God, every double I've gone for, I've never gotten it. Oh. Our opponent got lucky, we didn't. I made one mistake and it cost us the game. Stuff happens, man. Stuff happens. Isn't, you know. Yeah. Oh well. So that will be the whole game. Because they have a Rillaboom in the back, and we can't do anything about it now. It would have been tough even because of the Rillaboom in the back. But yeah, it is what it is. Like let's say instead of Rock Sliding, if I had Earthquake with the Landorus. I mean Landorus still goes to sleep, Trick Room doesn't go up though. Yeah, I don't know. That whole game was just not ideal. You know, and we were very reliant on flinches and what have you, and even that turn one, like our opponent, as I said, it felt like I was getting stream sniped because what I was thinking I was making the best play, our opponent just read into 100%, so it is fine. I'll stop talking about it. Alright. I'll just cut till I find another game. Oh, never mind. We have another person in the rank 1200s. We have a Porygon Z. Okay. There is an Indeedee, there is a Porygon Z. There's a Talonflame. It's a really cool team. I honestly don't know what to think about it. How fast is Calyrex? 222? What's a third of that? 74? So minus 74 puts him down to 148. Did I do that math right? Okay. Let's try this. Let's try these two. As our main lead. I mean, if our opponent's gonna be kind enough to set up Psychic Terrain for us, we can't not bring the Mewtwo, obviously. And we just bring Clef for support in the back. But Calyrex Shadow is pretty much an auto loss for this team. If you can't deal with it immediately. So our opponent should recognize that, and most likely they'll have Rillaboom. I don't see why they wouldn't. Because Rillaboom matches up extremely well against a Lecky. So I'm assuming it's a Rillaboom lead. I was wrong. Very good. So the question is, if you're my opponent, surely you target the Moltres. Like, that is the biggest threat to your team. So I'm gonna set up Tailwind here. I guess I didn't really have a good option for Tailwind, did I? I'm assuming it's... They wouldn't max Lightning, would they? Like max Lightning into Moltres? Like if they have Thunderbolt? Surely it's max Strike. What could I have done differently here? Yeah, Porygon Z on a Tailwind is a tough Pokemon to deal with. Yeah, this Tailwind from Talonflame. I just had to get this 50-50 right. And we might be in business. It is max Strike, unfortunately. Into the Moltres slot. Clefairy goes down, unfortunately. Our speed does fall. Do we connect the Electro Web? Man, that's unfortunate. We hit the right Pokemon at least. But 95% accurate moves. Gotta love them. Okay. I really need this Moltres. Okay. For my opponent, what do you do? Electro did a lot. I feel them. Do you just max strike the Moltres again? Or do you actually target the Lecky and consider it an actual threat? Okie dokie. Gonna try this again. The max strikes are annoying because of the speed drop. I honestly think in this turn they would target the Lecky. Whether they actually... So, missing the Electro Web on the Talonflame is huge. Because it still has its Gale Wings. And it would have just KO'd it, unless it was Sash. And that Brave Bird just did 100 timing damage. Like, this is what I was talking about. It's like... They actually just targeted... I could have just max guarded. Ooh, we lived. Living is nice. Okay, Lecky, don't fail me now, buddy. Oh. Attaboy. Okay. So Moltres will go back to neutral. Okay. Lecky will be at -2 speed. I wonder if instead of webbing, I could have Volt Switch there. That might have been better. Okay, we have a very damaged Moltres. There's the Indeedee, there's the Calyrex. Okay, nobody's surprised. Yeah, Psychic Surge. Actually, Aleki should just be at -1 speed, right? Okay, Psychic Seed, so it's not Sash, which is good. There's probably an Astral Barrage coming my way, which will obliterate me. Okay, I also want to check. Of course, there's 2 turns of Tailwind. Couldn't be 1, but that's fine. It's so annoying. Okay, I think this time we Max Guard and Protect. Yeah, they're just going to Helping Hand Astral Barrage. That's all they're going to do. If we were Sash on a Lecky, this would be a great time to have it. You could just click Electro Web, and yeah, there's really not much we can do anymore. Okay. The Ash Barrage is definitely KOing the Moltres. Okay. What can I do? What can I do? -1 speed on the Aleki, which is so very annoying. Okay. Go for a double, sack the Mewtwo. Man, that's how you know you're in a bad position, when you have to keep going for doubles. Yeah, because all I have to do is just keep clicking Helping Hand and Astral Barrage. Yeah. Yep. Okie dokie then. How do I win this? Okay, the only way I can really win this is if I guess the only win con there was if I... No, I don't know. I don't know. I think if I'd Bolt Switched and not let these two come in at the same time, that was probably better. Just KO the PZ. And if I'd also Max Guarded the Moltres turn 1, I would need a Electro Web crit, and I don't even think that would KO. Let's see. How many turns of Psychic Drain left? 3. Okay. Would you just click follow me here? Or would you actually let me hit you? I thought Rising Voltage was 80 for some reason. Now, let's just hope they don't click follow me. They didn't click follow me. And we didn't crit. So, oh, worth a shot. Yeah. So definitely could have played that game better, just I didn't really think about the end game too well there. But it is what it is. Alright, we'll try and grab one more. Why not? As I pretty regularly say, I don't like to go negative in these episodes if I can help it. But the fact that we just lost to 2 12,000 ranked people is a bit rough. And yeah, our opponent just kind of clicked buttons, and I didn't really play well enough around that playstyle, if that makes sense. It was always obvious that we're just going to keep targeting the Moltres. But anyway, it's fine. I will just pause till I grab another game. Right, so found another trainer here. Rank 2000. Awesome. And another Calyrex. Oh boy. Okay. So it's Tailwind Calyrex stuff again. How do I play it? Oh, excuse me, there's something in my throat. I would assume our opponent leads Thundurus in this game. So probably Whimsicott Thundurus, because that's their best way to deal with Moltres. I lead these two. I mean, or I could lead the Mewtwo. Bring a Lecky in the back. This might be a bad idea, but we're going to try and give Mewtwo a showing. I'm going to try and start off with it. Does outspeed Thundurus. Yeah, if I had Ice Beam, maybe I'd Dynamax the Mewtwo, but we only have, well, we have Airstream. I shouldn't say we only have, we have Airstream. I'm assuming it's Whimsicott Thundurus though. There it is. Hoop. I just wonder if it's Spore on the Whimsicott. Sorry, Taunt. To cover for Spore. Because if it is, we can try and delete the Whimsicott before it gets a Tailwind up, which would be huge. And even Airstream with the Mewtwo, if I want to make this hard read. But our opponent probably Airstreams Amoonguss. She's probably Taunt plus Airstream the Amoonguss. Do I want it max or do I want the Moltres to max? I think this is fine. Just double target the Whimsicott and make a pure assumption that they're going to taunt the Amoonguss. Because, you know, kind of have to. As I said, I could have just gone for the Spore on the Thundurus, so I think if they don't have Taunt, they have to respect the Spore. And if they do have Taunt, we're playing around it, so we'll see. It is Tailwind? Come on, man. Oh. Okay. I mean, that's one play to make. So the problem is now we're just letting Calyrex. But we should live one Astral Barrage with the Amoonguss. Oh, wait, no, we get Flied. Ugh, gross. But we are no, that's Tailwind up. Alright, never mind. We're screwed. We are, as the kids say, boned. Ow. I guess the other question is too whether they max the Calyrex. Because they might feel like they're forced to. Or it's a Cinderace. Interesting. Did they not bring the Calyrex? I really want to Spore this Thundurus. If I can. And do I want a Mindstorm here? Set up Psychic Terrain for the Calyrex. I mean, I have Moltres in the back. They are faster though with the Cinderace, but what would they go for? Airstream? Max Flare? Or Mindstorm? They might Steel Spike, but Mindstorm is fine, I think. Also, I forgot Thundurus was faster because of Tailwind. Which is why I didn't target that slot with the Mewtwo. I was like, oh, Airstream, and then I'm faster, yada yada yada, but Tailwind is up, yada yada yada. Okay, so they G-Max the Cinderace, which makes sense. They have Max Darkness. I did not consider that. Yeesh. That's unfortunate. So what I should have done there is Airstreamed. Yeah, I should have Airstreamed. Dang it. Oh. Life Orb. As long as I don't get crit here, that's good. Okay, that's nice. Mindstorm obviously does nothing, because they're now a Dark type. Spore puts Thunderous to sleep. So now they have to take a guaranteed sleep turn. 2 more turns of Tailwind left. I am going to Spore... Or do I Spore or Rage Powder here? So I could Rage Powder. What if they max Airstream with the Cinderace? I have a Lucky in the back. I think I like the Spore play better, because it forces them to respect it. They respect my authority. And Mindstorm with Thunderous. Yep. Okay. Makes sense. That's why I was kind of thinking, like, you have to respect the Spore, surely. Mingus goes down. Thunder stays asleep, because that was its first guaranteed turn. Okay. Problem is now our opponent gets like a free max Airstream, which will make basically just account for Tailwind. But do you go for it? Like, in all honesty, do you actually go for it? Because they might Airstream the Mewtwo expecting me to protect. Because it's their last turn of Tailwind. I could just Electro Web here. And Expanding Force. See where it gets me. Oh, do you max Darkness a Lecky maybe? It's probably a better play, right? Yeah. Okay. I was expecting Airstream, I don't know why though. That's fine. It is their last turn of max though, which is good. Okay, the Thunderous, which means they're getting Calyrex. Mewtwo goes down to Life Orb. Dang, man. I thought maybe it might hang on with one. I wasn't honestly not paying enough attention to that particular aspect. Alright, so we know they're Dark. So we know they're Sucker Punch, Bounce, probably Pyro Ball or Flare Blitz. And what else? Okay. Yeah, our opponent played that really well with the Max Darknesses. I should have protected a Lecky. I think that would have been the better play, because if we protected a Lecky, Tailwind ends. I potentially no, Lecky doesn't outspeed because it's modest, not timid. Okay. My opponent, what do you go for here? This Fiery Wrath is really obvious. If you have sub on Calyrex, you go for sub, and then a fire move onto Moltres. Or you just Astral Barrage plus miss, maybe? Please? Nope. Alright. Gross. Really? I die to that? I know it's a Calyrex, but still. Pollen Puff? What the fuck? God damn, dude. That is crazy. Alright, well, whatever. We lose. That is going to do us off this episode, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you liked the Mewtwo team. We will obviously give another episode at the very least. But yeah, if you liked the episode, or if you enjoyed the episode, feel free to leave a like. Otherwise, I will see you in the next episode. Have a good day.